What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ. Today we're focusing on the LA Kings and Kopitar closing in on the 8-year, $80 million deal that will be, I believe, the largest deal in the history of the LA Kings. That's a lot of money for Kopitar, and he's worth every penny. And before you start throwing the numbers at me, let's look at him next to Jonathan Toews, guy he's often compared to. They've combined to win 5 Stanley Cups in the last 6 years, so bears mentioning looking at the two of them. You look at what Toews has done. Toews has only averaged better than a point a game once in his NHL career, and that was when he had 48 points in 47 games in the lockout-shortened 2013 season. But no one is saying he's not worth the contract he got. So you look at the Kings with Kopitar, same concept. He was an integral part of the team winning 2 Stanley Cups, averaged a point a game in both playoffs. That's when it matters. Wins face-offs, great possession player. One of the truly elite centers in the game today. And, before I say, they could have used the cap space. No. Yeah, they could have, but you wouldn't have gotten the same value. Kopitar is a stud. You've won with him before. You want him to end his career in LA, where it started, where you took him with the 11th pick, first Slovenian in the NHL, all that bullshit. Bottom line, I like the deal. I would pay whatever it takes to keep him. That's just the way it goes. You know what? He's worth 1.31 to Crosby. That's just the market rate. That's the way it goes. You gotta pay. You gotta pay the piper. And that's just he's worth it. And again, if you just look at the raw numbers, no. But when you watch him play consistently and you look at what he's meant for this team in LA, it's like, oh, well, yeah, he's worth it. And, it's not officially done. My sources, and by sources I mean Bob McKenzie's Twitter account, say it should be done by the end of today. And, I've been burned thinking it was going to get done right away, but when McKenzie says it's pretty close to being done, you can bet your bottom dollar that it's, pretty damn close. $10 million a year for 8 years. That's a shitload of money. And again, you got to pay him. Now, what does this mean for Milan Lucic's future? He wants to stay in LA. The Kings are going to have a ton of difficult decisions to make. If I were Dean Lombardi, I would do everything in my power to get out of Dustin Brown's contract. Dustin Brown's great player, part of 2 championships, all that shit. Bottom line is he's just not worth the money he's making anymore. So is there a team desperate enough to trade for him? I doubt it. Maybe if he has a good playoff run this year, that changes. But right now, your mission this year was to re-sign Kopitar. That was your number one objective. That's been complete, and now you kind of do what Chicago does, and let's deal with the fallout. The fact Dustin Brown is making $5.8 million through 2022 is kind of scary, if we're being honest. But then you got some other things going on. Tyler Toffoli's going to need a new deal after next year. We already talked about Lucic. Tanner Pearson's going to need a new deal after next year. They're both going to want raises, and they both deserve raises. I think Trevor Lewis's time in LA is done at the end of the year. Too bad, But that's the way it goes. Again, you got to play the salary cap game, and if they start moving guys, what does that mean for a guy like Adrian Kempe and guys like that are in your organization, that are on entry level deals. They'll get longer looks now than they might have otherwise. But there's going to be a lot of salary cap tiptoeing, if you will. But primary objective was to get Kopitar signed, and that's done. Doughty's not. You don't worry about Doughty until 2019, so you get 3 more years to think about that. He's going to be worth a lot of money. So anyway, that's our episode of the Power Play with CJ. Stay tuned for more episodes for the season and beyond. Later, guys.